Today we are going to learn how to add light and shadows to your drawings to make them interesting using analogous color technique. One more thing, download Sketch and Color Palette for free. Check out description box below. Let's get started. To begin with, this is our sketch we're going to work with, and this is our color palette. Today we're going to use the analogous color scheme of this color range. From brushes, select HB Pencil from Pencils folder. Proceed to its settings, scroll down and increase size range to about 2.31 times. Go to Head section. Increase spacing up to 19%. Proceed to Texture section. Increase depth up to 57%. Increase scale to about 36%. Adjust stretch to about 1.72 times. Save these settings. Our HB pencil is now modified. It works this way now. Now, we're ready for coloring. First, we're gonna add color to this bear. We would use reddish color for bear for its fierce nature. Okay, now select a yellowish color and add it to the lampfire using the HB pencil. Avoid my mistakes, and boom, it's done. Next, add a new layer. Then, select an orangish color. We're going to add this color to our character's cape. Orange is the best choice to make our character stand out. And boom, it's done. Select a brownish color and add it to the lamp. I have already made the selection. You can fill it manually. Next, select a white color and apply it to the eyes of our character and also to the bear's eye. Then, choose a dark brown color and add it to the bear's nose and the leash of bear held by our character. I have already made a selection for the leash, just to save time. Add a new layer. Select the reddish color we used for the bear and apply it to our character's gloves or hand clothing. Choose a brownish orange color and add it to our character's shirt. Select mocha color, add it to the leg of our character. Then, choose a reddish color again and add it to our character's face. Finally, select a yellowish color and apply it to the pulley through which the rope will pass near the bear's face. Finally, choose a bit of an orange color and add it to the nose area. Now, go to the cape layer and select the mocha color and add it to the sleeves of our character, like the strips of clothes tied around his hands. Next, go to the last layer, add a new layer, and arrange it below. Select a dark brown color and add it to the rear foot of the bear, which is behind its front foot. Use the same color for the wooden stick from which the lamp is hanging. Add another layer and arrange it below. Select a yellowish color, darken it. And add it to the front part of our character's cape. Then, select the orangish color of the cape and add it to the folded corner. Next, select a brown color and add it to the circle beneath the bear. Boom! The coloring part is done. Now we'll move to next step, which is adding cast shadows mostly. Create a new layer. Change its blending mode to multiply. Drag the layer panel to the right and pinch all the coloring layers with 2 fingers to organize them into a group. Now, select the group and go to the multiply layer. Drag the layer panel back to its original place. Select reddish color and select soft airbrush from Sprayers folder. Keep its size large. And adjust these settings. Now, sweep it away all over our artwork to keep it in dark. Select a dark color and use it to add dark shade to the lower side of our artwork using large size of soft airbrush. This will make the lower side darker, creating the illusion that it's far away from the light. Now, let's identify our light source, which is the lamp fire. Next, proceed to the eraser and select the HB pencil. Reduce its size and use it to erase some of the shadows. We'll erase the shadows to create forms and remove them from the upper sides, or areas facing the light source. This will help keep those areas lit while the others remain in shadow, producing a cast shadow effect. Erased areas are lit by the light, while the dark areas are cast shadows due to light source. Erase some parts of the bear, specifically the nose area, pulley, and eye. Then proceed to the blend tool and select Mostly Water from the watercolor folder. Blend the dark color with the erased area to create a soft, subtle light effect. Also, erase the dark shades from the upper sides of the bear, which are below the lamp fire. Use the blender to create a soft transition between light and dark. The upper forms or areas of bear are receiving subtle light as they are away from the direct light source. Use the blender to create a soft transition between light and dark, as the light is softer and less intense in these areas. Next, erase areas from the cape of the character on the lower side to make it more prominent and special. Then, use the smudge tool to blend and create transitions between light and dark. Repeat this process until you achieve desired effect. Now, erase shadows from the fire, which is our light source. We have successfully created cast shadows, which are sharp near the light source and soft and subtle in areas farther away. The next step is to create occlusion shadows mostly. Create another layer and change its mode to multiply. Reduce its opacity a little bit. Now, select Solid Fill from the Fills folder. Let's continue adding details to our artwork. Using Solid Fill, add cast shadows and occlusion shadows to the ear and the bear's face, excluding the pulley. Add occlusion shadows to the bear's face due to the pulley. Also, add occlusion shadows between the bear's feet and cast shadows to the left foot. Next, add dark shade to the bear's paws or nails. Add occlusion shadows to the hand. Then, use the smudge tool to soften out the edges of the occlusion shadows. Add cast shadows to the rope. Use the smudge tool to soften and fade these shadows. Add cast shadows and occlusion shadows to the cape, and dark shadows to the lamp strings or rope. Now that we've added occlusion shadows, the next step is to add light to the shadows. Create a new layer and set its blending mode to color dodge. Select Mostly Water from the watercolor folder. Use a reddish color to add a reddish tint to the shadows. Then, select a yellowish color. Reduce the size and add it to the light areas of our character. Next, select a reddish color and add a reddish tint to the lampfire to make it appear lit and glowing. Add a reddish tint to the bear's light areas. The next step is to add rim light. Now, create another layer and change its blending mode to linear dodge. Select the HB pencil. Choose white color and add white color to the lampfire. Use the smudge tool to soften out the edges. Add rim lighters using the HB pencil and white color. Darken the rim light using the HB pencil strokes to create a thick, patchy effect. This adds depth and makes the character's features stand out due to the background light. If needed, use the path tool to add rim light to the rope. Use the smudge tool to soften out some of the rim light, making it feel more natural. Then, add white color to the bear's eye to make it stand out. Now that we're done with the rim light, the final step is to refine the circle. Go to the group and ungroup it. Select the last layer. Then go to the upper layer and subtract the selection. Repeat this process until only the circle is selected. Next, go to the first shadow layer and remove the shadow. Select a dark brown color and add a thin line along the edge of the circle. Then, select a reddish color and add a dark tint to the circle. Go to the color dodge layer and use the same reddish color to add shades. Select an orangish color and add a tint of orange to the circle. Finally, use a reddish color, and using solid fill brush, add a cast shadow of the bear to the circle. And we are done. Thank you for following along, and I hope you enjoyed the process. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this.